everyone. In this video, we're going to be completing our endpoint which we left in the last video. So take a look at this create to do function. So let us pass some arguments through it. So we want name and we want a to do both to give the type string. Now rather than hard coding these values, you can simply say name and to do to save in the database. So now we need to change over here. So now this needs name and to do. Now where are we going to get this data from? So we're going to be getting this data in the form of JSON from the front end in the form of a API call. So in Postman, just select this post option, go to body, select raw, then from this drop down menu select JSON. Now whatever you write will be formatted as JSON. So we want a name and we want it to be Angan, and we want a to do, and we want it to be from Postman or anything like that, or let's say buy groceries. Yeah, so if we send a request down this path, then this should return a response accordingly, and the status code should be 201, which is created. Now if you remember in the last video when we were talking, in the last 2 or 3 videos when we were talking about ping, then we talked about how we can encode and serialize JSON structure. So now we're going to be talking about decoding the same structure. So let us create a request in the structures in the view. So I'll create a type post request. Now in the post request we want name to be of the type string and the to do also be of the type string, and now I can add my JSON tags. So my JSON is small n name, and over here it's small t to do. So what is going to happen is that it's going to look at the JSON, it's going to say that okay, deserialize whatever small name n you have into the capital name n structure, and this is going to do the same thing for to do. Now we have our post request ready. Let's go to controller and then let's create a structure for it. So I can do something like data is equal to views dot post request and an empty one. Then I want to deserialize the data from my request into this, so I can do a JSON dot new decoder. Now whatever I'm decoding gets decoded from the request r dot body, and I'll decode it in my new structure by passing it as reference. So now whatever data I received in the form of JSON request is now in my structure data. Now I can simply do data dot name and data dot to do to access these fields. So now if you take a look at our Postman, we're sending a post request. So we're going to change from method get to method post, and then we're going to say okay, whatever data we get, I want to print it out. And then after printing the data out, I'm going to write a header which is going to say http.status created. So it's going to let the front end know that everything was created. And along with that, I want to send the JSON of the newly created document. I'm going to do a JSON.new encoder and add it as a wrapper around my response writer, and then encode my data. So let's see what happens over here. I'm going to do a quick go run main.go, and then I'm going to say buy anything via mouse. Send. Here we got our JSON back. If you want to look at it in the JSON format, you can simply do this. And then we got a 201 created status code. So if you take a look at your SQL collection, use MySQL, and then I'll do a select star from to do, and there we got our buy mouse from this. So in this video we learned how to send a post request and then convert it, pass it as an argument to the create function into the model, and then we created our to do according to the block specification over here, or the to do specification over here. So in the next couple of videos, we're going to be learning about how we can read all entries by ID, and how we can even delete entries. So thank you guys, stay tuned, and see you guys in the next video.